The Palouse is a region of Washington I've never photographed, so I decided a trip was in order. I made a plan, found places to stay, and I checked the weather. As I headed east from Vancouver, it quickly became apparent I had missed checking for one thing: air quality. Smoke from wildfires in Oregon had blown north and west, blanketing the whole region. The haze and smoke was limiting visibility, and the air was actually in the unhealthy zone. I may need to rethink my plan. Hello. Today I am at Palouse Falls in eastern Washington. And one thing against me today, in addition to the sky being what it is it's summertime, and we've had such a drought in the Pacific Northwest. The waterfall usually covers all of that. You can see where it's, where it normally is like right in here. And now it's half of what it usually is. So that's going to be a detractor as well. So let me just walk you through this. This is pretty simple. In fact, it's super obvious. I've got a little shrub over here in my lower left. I've got that nice little piece of land down there that's like a little arrow or diamond shape. And then in my upper thirds, right at the top, is where I've placed my waterfall. And then the diagonal line starts down here, goes through the bush, goes through the, goes through that island, and then up to the waterfall. So it's a nice diagonal that goes this way. And then I have not polarized the water 100% because there's nothing to reflect, nothing to see into. So what I did was just slightly polarized it so that I've got it a little bit lighter down in this part, but up by the falls it's a little bit darker. So it's not 100% polarized. And that was just the taste that I wanted for that. And I've left the sky totally out because there's nothing to it. It's just solid white right now. So if this photo comes out, I'll show it to you right now. So I'm in the spot, the iconic location for shooting the waterfall. Ultra wide angle, 16 millimeters, f/16, simply to get the look of the water that I want. ISO 100, about 1/3 of a second, maybe a little longer, a little less, but right around 1/3 of a second gives me a nice texture to that waterfall that I really like. I am not going to be showing you the back of the camera or anything. This is way sketch. I'm going to stay as far back and as safe as I possibly can. I'm just being safe. No sky to speak of, but it sure is pretty. The way that the waterfall's on the left, then you got the bowl, then the river that goes all the way around, and you're catching all of it with a nice wide angle lens. Makes all the difference in the world. Just finesse it to make sure you're not cutting anything off. f/16, 1/3 of a second, ISO 200 because it's getting a little darker. Take the shot, and I'll show it to you right now. So I don't know if you can see the sun behind me back there, but it's this orange dot, this perfectly round and perfectly orange because of all of the smoke and the haze in the air. And it looks really cool, but it's not going to produce and provide any sky whatsoever. So that's the sad part. Hopefully I'll be able to come back here in the morning and it'll be better conditions. According to the forecast, it is, I checked, and the clouds or the smoke is supposed to be dissipating, and it should be clearing up as we go through the week. And I'm out here for 3 days in the Palouse, so stay tuned for in the morning. Good morning, and it's actually worse than it was last night. It's sunrise just happened, and the skies are, well, take a look. There's a nice little bitty small part of color right up in here, but it's not enough. I took a couple of shots, but I'm not super jazzed. You got the sun, which is shooting through the smoke. Nice orange ball. It was I shot it when it was a little bit lower in the sky. Had a few clouds in front of it. Now it's pretty much just shooting through the haze. But you can see down in the bowl of the falls, it's just super hazy. A lot of just smoke from the fires. So the air quality is not super great right now, but you never know what you're going to get, and you never know what the weather's going to quite be like or what the winds are going to do. It's supposed to carry this smoke and clear the air starting today, later today. So hopefully by tomorrow it'll be a lot better. And if it does, that's great. If it doesn't, then just do the best you can. But I'll show you one of my photos from this morning right now.